Alright, here we are at the Grand Prix and taking this cluster out in here, and I just want to kind of show you what's involved in this. Of course, I got the face of the dash out. It was already out, so that was easy, but you got 4 little bolts around the perimeter of this. You take that loose, and then you've got a speedometer cable behind here. You have to kind of somehow work your hand back in there and get that thing. It's got like a little spring clip on the back. You just sort of push up this way and it'll kind of pop out. It's not real easy. And then probably the most aggravating thing is back here on the behind the back of this cluster. You see there's a wire that comes up to like a plug, and what this is the optical reader for the cruise control, and it's got a little bolt in here, and it's just almost impossible to get to that. But you have to come down and find this, trace the wire down and come down, and there's a box here that this wire harness just goes into, and it's got let's see if I can get up here and show you that. You pull it down, you can see it's got 2 plugs on it. Get out of the way there. Yeah, see that? Get that lead there. Anyway, it's got those 2 plugs on it, and hopefully you have to use a, what size is this? This is a 5.5 millimeter little socket here. You get in there and get this thing. You should have enough room to get it, pull this cluster out to unbolt that, and then the cluster should come on out. So let me do that now. Okay, ladies and germs, here's the back of this cluster. Got it out. Got that little wire there unbolted. So I'll show you the back of this. This is typical for most GMs of this era. Just got your bulb sockets, back of the clock, you got the back of the speedometer. And right here, you can take a look at this. This is probably where I told you look like half the lights went out on this, and then the other half wasn't working, just really causing some problems. So this likely is where the problem is. You see some of these little fingers. I don't know if you can see it very close, but the copper is kind of folded over right there. There's one up here same way, and I don't know that I did that, but I had my hand back in there trying to get this speedometer hooked back up, and so it was right over here. It was kind of got like a little wrinkle on it. So you know, when these bulbs don't work, then you got to come back in here and reach around and mess with them and mess with it. So I think, first of all, I think I'm going to be much more careful putting this back in. But what I think I may do is I may temporarily install this cluster and plug it in and see that it's going to work, get all the bulbs working in this one. I may just use this one because it's identical to this, and I'll just swap the speedometer and stuff like that out as I need to, because it's a lot easier to do that than it is to take off this. Oh yeah, see this here? That's not good. So it's going to delaminate. So it's a lot easier to do that than to try to remove this printed circuit board in one piece. It's doable, but just easier to do it that way. That one was all together and it's in good shape. So, and that way I can work with the bulbs and get the bulbs in and out without having to, you know, wait for it to get dark for one thing, because I can't see with the sun shining. So, and right here's this is the plug. This runs everything on this side, and this actually is supposed to come out. Let's see how that kind of, remember that here. Let's see if I can, yeah, there you go. Just squeeze that and get some bit of room, and you just pull it out. And it's good to clean these contacts too. I've had some before that contacts got cruddy, and it just causes a lot of problems. So you get your eraser and you can clean those pretty easy. So okay, I'm gonna get busy on this, and I'll post up some results if I get them.